So we bring that to you just a minute ago now. So stay tuned and make we go for the news now. Don't forget to listen to Talk 98.5 FM.
Famo, good evening. This is now True Talk News for today, Wednesday, 6th November 2024, with me, Emmanuel Mohammed Kamara. But first, make we go for the headlines them. Vice President Dr. Mohamed Jude Jallow don't talk about how the effective use of energy go boost the private sector, create job, generate revenue, and same way so boost food production. The Director General for Public Sector Reform Unit, Mr. Suleiman Fourier Musa, don't talk about the 8 pillars now the strategic master plan. The Deputy Minister of Public Administration and Political Affairs, Philip Tetema Tundone, don't say the National Strategic Plan where the ministry been go evaluate. Then past week get plenty reforms where it will bring at the civil service and also the public service. These are the headlines them. Now for the full news in detail. As the 2-day national dialogue on climate change, resilience and energy transition don't end, now they've been to Mani Conference Center. Now Freetown, Vice President Dr. Mohamed Jude Jallow don't talk about how the effective use of energy go boost the private sector, create job, generate revenue, and same way so boost food production. Make we go for the story.
The Office of the Presidential Initiative on Climate Change, Renewable Energy and Food Security, in collaboration with other ministries there, don't end the second edition for the 2-day climate resilience and energy transition dialogue GRET 2024. Now the Bintumani Conference Center. They hold this dialogue for talk about the long-term energy transition, investment, access to modern energy, cooking service, integrating food system resilience, now the Feed Salon program, climate financing and funding, locally led climate action, and unlocking renewable energy investment opportunities na Salon. Vice President Dr. Mohamed Jude Jallow, where in a give statement talk about how the effective use of energy go boost the private sector, create job, generate revenue for the government, and same way so boost food production.
In Chad, to all of these countries that are suffering through immense fragility, you will realize that energy can be vital to support them to move out of fragility. Because energy can provide the opportunity for them to address the immense job challenges they are facing because the youth population is on the rise. Energy can help them to bring down the cost of food in their communities. Energy will be able to give them the physical space that they need. Instead of subsidizing energy to spend it on capital investment, energy will be able to support them to build effective social service delivery chain.
It continues for say, energy link to development and the resource we they need for build effective service delivery.
That energy is linked to development. How do we build those resources and how do we build those connections? And this forum, I believe, holds tremendous importance.
Chief Minister David Mwenina Senge, where he be give in your statements on the program, talk about how then they strengthen resilience now the Faith Salon initiative. It talk about how for take care of we environment and also respond to climate challenges together through science, technology and community action. They continue for talk say the government make about 600-kilometer feeder roads and also make about 8 bridge them for connect previous disconnected communities and set expand the number of markets and other important service when energy to citizens hard to reach areas na salon. Make we go for the story.
So we must treat our environment kindly. And when we do, as the saying when the bushes have breathed, when we take care of the bush, go into the bush will give us back. But when we don't take care of the bush well, we get to suffer. And bonds rehabilitated last year. The government is constructing an additional 400 kilometers of feeder roads in Bauya, Benducha, Karibondo, Tomabon, and Samo Kichan to improve better market connectivity. 4 rural bridges are also under construction in Tompari, Manawa, Matru, and Jendema to support all-season connectivity and increase access to jobs, markets, and other vital services. Because if you grow job, you live with seller, you know we do one next year. And you will get the economic value of agriculture is what the government is trying to promote. That's what builds resilience. Given that over half our population are women, and we have a very young population with our median age being 19, about 70% are under 35. Climate resilience is also about ensuring that our women and youth play critical roles in food systems.
Asia Castano, when a program officer for the Media Reform Coordinating Group, don't talk about the challenges where journalists then they face, where then they do them work now in the country, where it talks funding now one part the big challenge where journalists then they face. Inside one interview with True Talk reporter Antoinette Carbo.
Journalism is a sacrifice for humanity, and also then get a great role in the play in the country. But journalists thinking face plenty problems and challenges from people. In one interview with Isiaka Sano, when a program officer for the Media Reform Coordinating Group, don't talk about some challenges where journalists they encounter. Where in talk say, funding now one big challenges where journalists they face, and talk say, where journalists can go out, go cover story, then can harass them and beat them. Where this now one of the big challenges where journalists they face now the country.
The difficulties where journalists they face now a lot of things, among which is what they call funding. Yeah? Journalists are constrained from the welfare reports we published some months ago inside this year. We clearly say plenty of journalists know they practice over the years who know they receive salary, over 40% of them. And whereas some non they receive salary but they did below the national minimum wage when NFP said we go intensive for Moses, some of them journalists that would not practice for so many years, some other not even pay for the NASIT. You understand? When the National Social Security Trust. You understand? We know they not pay for her. So this is now one big challenge within the media industry. So the find and I make some journalists they will move from one media house to the other. Just they look for better pay. Like they say, all my one or grow. You understand? Everybody want better opportunity. So now one big challenge is what they get. Another challenge we get where journalists that they get in the country are this issue of constant harassment, attack, and intimidation from the public. You understand? Where they practice. Most journalists will go for work of a story, they harass them. Some of them do certain story there and they go harass them either online or offline. You understand? Some of them they beat them, some of them will destroy their property then. This time they are among the big challenges within the country.
And continue talk say the media reform coordinating group where them be formed inside 2014 now for build advocacy around the repeal of the criminal libel law.
Media reform coordinating group where they be formed inside 2014. One of the main things they would be formed for now for build advocacy around the repeal of the criminal libel law. You understand? Where be they inside the 1965 Public Order Act. You understand? Part 5 of it. You understand? And this that be formed for. Also, another reason for the existence of the media reform coordinating group, as we read from the name, now for bring reform na the media, na the country in media landscape or the media industry. That is, provide capacity building training for journalists across the country as they practice on the various issues, put out conduct studies, you understand, on different issues where they help for bring academic literature for the media landscape, where they help students, academics, researchers, and even the journalism with information relating to the media sector. That's alone. Now, part of the team and this is why they form the Media Reform Coordinating Group. So one of the flagship programs that the Media Reform Coordinating Group that the production and publication of the Press Freedom Report. That's alone. When in the catalog, when they will detail all issues related to freedom of expression and press freedom generally. We cover internet rights, digital rights, you understand, the online harassment and intimidation of journalists. All of these issues they cover. And we solidarity people they went at the National Endowment for Democracy, NED, where they American and they help you with support following able to do this work here. So this why and one of the big things that this will make them form the Media Reform Coordinating Group for help SLAG, the Fabi College, and all the other institutions where they do media work na salon so that we're able to bring reforms at the media and at the content media industry so that we're able to go before as a nation.
And talk say we for try for improve the country media sector.
We try for build and also to government in particular that let me try for improve on the country in media sector. Yes, development of the customers, all there is progress, but we need more as a country for what we go before. And let we stop that bad thing that they do to journalists them because and help they help you as a nation. If they bring the ranking come down, also fine for government. And we also continue for appeal to government that may they continue the commitment that we don't do for the media viability and investment conference will be held in 2022, where the key recommendations will be commanded, part of the 7 recommendations will be commanded. 1, a government in commitment to provide funding, the counterpart funding for the running of the National Fund for Public Interest Media, where they help the media to grow, where they not do it. So they ask them that honor that particular recommendation there and provide us so to keep this far moving.
For True Talk News, Antoinette Kagbode.
The Director for Public Sector Reform Units, Mr. Suleiman Fore Musa, don't talk about the 8 pillars now the strategic master plan inside the weekly government press briefing conference where reporter Antoinette Kagbo gets more.
We have 8 pillars to the strategic master plan. We highlight at the end of the day, we'll be able to divide. The first one, we structural alignment and rationalization of mandates in the public service. We find out, see, if you go to most MDAs, the roles and responsibility to overlap. So the one statement of the problem that we will identify. So this strategy plan will try to address that. The one we will look at human resource management, where the civil servant is workforce planning. Then the other pillar that is strategic master plan and the public sector coordination and management. And then the principal role of the ministry, we need no more for coordinate and manage all the, because all the institutions they work on, they get a principal mandate, and they are principally by constitution, so that directly how they appoint presidents, appoint leaders, they appoint themselves. Then we get the fourth one, the fifth one, we are monitoring, evaluation, performance management for effective public service delivery. Then pillar 5 of the strategic plan and e-governance. We want to make sure moving forward, even in terms of as we go to 2025, 2026, then the public service delivery will be paperless, all things being equal. So e-governance is very key in contemporary public administration. So ensure the development and effective use of easy and reliable digital applications for the human resource management of the civil public service. Then pillar 5 of the strategic plan, pay and incentive, that are salary harmonization. You will realize, say, if you go Ministry of Development, you go Ministry of Finance, with the same colleagues that were there at the MDAs, the same qualifications. So civil servant, they get 80 million, wine company, they make another ministry, then they get 50 million, 10 million. So this concern we don't need among public service, so civil service actors, will be cry for these wages and compensation through the presidency goodwill. It has been a commission now. Let's have to work assiduously to see going forward how they will harmonize salaries. So the ministry needed for coordinating, because you know, say incentive, because with sound delivery, if you let somebody perform well, if you get the necessary salary, then there should be the good working environment. So that's why the wages and compensation, they will work in line with the Public Service Commission. But ultimately, I know the talk on the big brother will be the details about the own. Then the other pillar inside the strategy, gender and social inclusion. You know, say anything what you do concerning public administration, leave no one behind. That's our key language. And women themselves very, very important. So the gender and social inclusion, everybody should be involved. Then the last one, communications and citizens engagement. In all these, we're not going to hit the nail on the head if this ministry we are today, they are not the principal actors in all these.
The Deputy Minister of Public Administration and Political Affairs, Philip Tetema Tondone, don't say the National Strategic Plan where the ministry been go evaluate the past week them get plenty reforms where it will bring now the civil and public service. He talked this inside the weekly government press briefing. Make we go for the story.
The Ministry of Public Administration and Political Affairs now one way come out and transform from the Ministry of Political Affairs. This ministry gets plenty work when they get some pandemic care now for ensure effective service delivery now the public and civil service sector. Some days back, this ministry been get validation of the master plan for make the public service and the civil service sector now salon be effective and able for do the work. The Deputy Minister of Public Administration and Political Affairs, Philip Tetema Tondone, don't talk say the master plan of the National Strategic Plan where the ministry don't develop and may go validate. One of them they are get 8 pillars. One for them now for bring salary harmonization at the public and civil service now salon.
Then pillar 5 of the strategic plan, pay and incentive, that are salary harmonization. You will realize, say, if you go Ministry of Development, you go Ministry of Finance, with the same colleagues that were there at the MDAs, the same qualifications. So civil servant, they get 80 million, wine company, they build another ministry, then they get 50 million, 10 million. So this concern we don't need among then public service, so civil service actors will be cry for these wages and compensation through the presidency goodwill. It has been a commission now. Let's have we work assiduously to see moving forward how they will harmonize salaries. So the ministry in there for continuity then because you know say incentive because with sound delivery, if you let somebody perform well, if you get the necessary salary, then there should be the good working environment. So that's why the wages and compensation, they will work in line with the Public Service Commission.
The master plan, if then succeed and able for implement, get the possibility for bring effectiveness in the delivery of the country.
Well, family members say you still they listen to True Talk Radio 98.5, and then also they watch we live now with Facebook page at True Talk FM, and also now with YouTube channel. Make we go for the next story then. Inside one interview with Alex Eba, when a communication assistant na the Anti-Corruption Commission, they don't talk say the 2019 then set up the acts na parliament for tap examination malpractice and fraud na the country, and then don't they work triangle one in order for make this happen. Antoinette Cargo gets more palitory.
Corruption na still working under the economy of the country, and same way so the examination body, and this don't make plenty party school picking them not to study and just depend per leakage, wey can cause massive failure na the country. For top 10 problems there, the ACCB don set up an act na parliament inside 2019 for tackle examination malpractice na the country. Inside one interview with Alex Eba, wey na communication assistant na the ACC, don talk say inside 2019 dem be don find out say examination fraud be don plenty na the country, and talk say na that make them decide for make an exclusive and separate provision for sanitize the academic sectors, and say if dem catch any person per spy or any academic offense, then go all am responsible.
When we go parliament in 2019, if you don't look at them, the examination fraud, they don't become very appalling. So we decide say we need to make an exclusive and separate provision to address this issue for sanitize the academic sector, because we know education are the bedrock and of course the lifeblood of development. So we make a provision, section 128, subsection 3 of the 2019 amendment, we make all forms of academic offenses a criminal offense. So if we catch you the spy, we catch you by any academic offense also, whether you they do them or whether you support that act to be done, you aid and abet, putting in criminal law, we will hold you responsible, and if you're found guilty after being charged to court, you will pay a fine of not less than 50 million units, all units, or 50,000 million, or you serve a jail term of not less than 5 years, or both fine and jail term as decided by the judges.
Malpractice wey don turn common thing to school picking them now. Now for sake of that, the ACC dey fet all kind way for tap examination fraud na the country. For True Talk News, Antoinette Cargo dey report.
Lawyer Society don launch dem plans and visions for the legal profession. Charlie Israel Williams ESQ talk about the role wey dem dey play for trade and contract safety for positive development. Where reporter Maya Kamara gets more.
The Lawyer Society don launch their plans and vision for the legal profession. Inside one interview with Charlie Israel Williams ESQ, when I am a member of the public relations team, Lawyer Society, we talk about the role where they play in terms of trade and contract for ensure safety where they lead to positive development.
Lawyers and get a big role for play. What they say, I enrolled them they within the cell when a substandard. You want to see how you able to engage the stakeholders then at that sector. They foretell them the consequences. So we want for interface Even with the Chamber of Commerce, the Ministry of Trade and Industry, for ensure say we self participate and play a role, we protect them with regards to contracts and some of the issues where people they can say, oh, I get program for take Sierra Leoneans and for go work overseas. Some of the things then they we also able for intervene and see say we protect, because there are times where some of them programs and they are fake, they not get any truth and just want for exploit people and take their money.
And carry on and talk say that they work collaboratively with the judiciary for push the justice system to go before.
We want to ensure say we work with the judiciary, the Chief Justice and the judiciary as a whole, for ensure say we partner, we work collaboratively. There are times where lawyers themselves get input, get things for do, for let the justice system work well. And so we won't forget that collaborative engagement with the judiciary.
For Talk News, me and my Kamara, the report.
Famol, as we wrap up the news for today, make we go now for we sport story. The acting secretary general now the Salon Football Association been get for head the Premier League board to the executive director now the National Sports Authority NSA, who side them been get for talk, but the team them way they make the Salon Premier League go before now the country. We reporter Yakuba Yayaba get more.
The acting general secretary na the Sierra Leone Football Association, what they can call SLFA, Engineer Mohammed Benson Bawo been gets for take the league board to the National Sports Authority 18. With this meeting been happen at the National Sports Authority the office. Engineer Benson been get for talk say na the tradition for make the football association show the people there within the board for the male and female Premier League to the National Sports Authority. Where he also gets for talk say the board one begin the work. Dr. Abdullahi, when the executive director at the National Sports Authority, been get for praise them for the good work with them they do. He also been get for encourage them for the 80% for the money where the government give them to the team them for help pay them players them. Where he talk say football na game where they help fan work for youth man and woman them. He talk back say the league don't they go to other stage where this don't make people them from other countries themselves they come for play the league. He talk say with the government they help the league go draw boku people there all over the world. Dr. Abdullahi be also gets for one the new board for respect and continue for is the game high. They get for talk say they not for make or remake no other features. He stopped the idea for all where people them be the protest but that. He end up for tell the board for make them no waste time but see we connect to that. For Talk News, Mina Yaguba Yayaba, the report.
Well, Famol, plenty thank you for where you listen and also for watch we. Now all this we get for we Talk News today. Don't forget for like with Facebook page at Talk FM and also for follow we YouTube channel. Now that's how we enter Sasote tomorrow. Me your name na Emmanuel Mohammed Kamara.